Hello everyone, this is Debbie Henderson from Debbie's Designs. It is now the month of June and our June paper pumpkin has arrived. This month it's called Broadway Star. And before I open up the box, I wanted to let you know what's going on this month. Paper Pumpkin is doing something different. We are coordinating the box contents with a suite from our new annual catalog, the Broadway Bound Suites. If you look on page 68 and 69, there's some nice colorful samples here that you can follow. This is the stamp set. And then down here we have metallic pearls, black satin ribbon, candle embellishments, the designer paper, and then the cardstock pack. And along with the stamp set, we have the dies. So I'm going to show you all of this in a minute after I reveal the paper pumpkin box, because normally that's why you guys are here. So let's open up the box. So again, there's a little reminder and it tells you where to shop. And this is the name of the suite. Don't forget to go to my online store for that. Now, let me get a piece of cardstock. The stamp set this month has congrats, so proud of you. We just wanted to say it's your day and you did it. And then it looks like little twinkle stars and a little slice of birthday cake. The Stampin' Spot this month is Lovely Lipstick. Let me put this, no, I'm still gonna need this. Okay, here comes the kit. It looks like we have 2 sets of cards. So let's open this up. I love the colors already and I haven't even opened it up yet. We have some black twine and it looks like there's gold mixed in with it. Let me put it closer so you can see the sparkle. We have some pearl jewels, some gold adhesive sequins, I'm assuming. Mini dimensionals. And then let's see what else is here. 1, 2, 3, 4 with the little dots. 1, 2, 3, 4 with the stripes, so that's 8 cards total. And then these are the little cake die cuts. Layering, these must be stickers. Yes, these are stickers. White banners, which are stickers also. And then we have some lemon lime twist banners. There's 4 of those. Some little banners for the sentiments. This is really neat. I'm anxious to try this out with the stamp set. Here we have some balloons and candles. And there's enough here that the stamp set isn't optional. It's just a suggestion. Some hooray stickers. And then we have the envelopes, which are all the same. So let me clear off my counter and we'll create 2 cards like the kit and then we'll go from there. Now I'm going to bring in my large ink pad just because it's easier for me. And the card we're going to make first is the big hooray. Oh, I guess they both have the hooray on there. This one has the birthday cake. So we're going to do that one first. And the stamp we need is It's Your Day. I'm going to fold the card base in half. And then we add one of the banners, and those are self-adhesive. Let's go right to the top. Make sure you are nice and straight when you put those on. Okay, I'm so sorry. I've had to stop and charge my phone because it died in the middle of my video. So now I'm ready to continue. So the next step is to bring in all the elements we're going to use on this one. So let me dig out. Now, one thing I want to mention, and I did talk to our paper pumpkin team about this. On the card, you'll notice that the marquee over here and over here, they're both black. In my kit, and I don't know if this is going to be for all kits, black framed with white. So I don't know if that was a misprint, but anyway, it works the same way. I just wanted to make you aware of it. So on this one, this is the one we're using for this card. I'm going to peel one of the gold hoorays. And these are stickers. Now I just need to poke out a couple little pieces. And these are so shiny. I hope you can see how shiny that is. Okay, that's going to be glued a little bit at an angle. So let's go this way. Next, I'm going to bring in, I forgot to get one of the little banners. I'm going to pop one of those out. And let me just put black underneath so I can see where I'm stamping. So it's going to be, it's your day sentiment. And I'm actually going to trim this. As you can see on the sample, it's a short little sentiment. So I'm just going to take my scissors and snip each end. And then we'll glue that in place. And that goes right below. Okay, I'm going to lift up the Y just to tuck it under. Now we're going to add pearl jewels to all of these little dots here on the marquee. That really dresses it up. Doesn't it look like little light bulbs? I like that. You know, you could even use our blend markers and actually color these so that they're not white. And you could also leave it without the pearls, but I think that really adds to it quite a bit. Oh, I just noticed I get a little gold piece right in my E here that I didn't remove. Now I'm still going to add, I'm just going to go down just a little so that's not overlapped on my lettering. Now look how cute that is. That is totally adorable. Okay, now we're going to glue that on the banner. And I don't know if you're supposed to pop this, but I'm going to. If you guys follow me, you know I use a lot of dimensionals on my projects. I just like height. And I probably would put a little protective, like a little foam sheet when I mail this, just to protect the pearls. Okay, that's going to go right there. Next is the birthday cake. And again, I'm going to add dimensionals to that. We do have a lot of dimensionals in this sheet. And of course, it seems like every month I have some leftovers. Okay, I'm going to add this a little bit low because we still need to add a candle to the birthday cake. And that's one of these little stickers. And then lastly, we're going to add some twine. Just going to wrap around the card. Make sure you open it up so you don't seal it shut with the twine. I've done that before, actually. That's why I'm allowed to say that. Okay, now we're just going to cut the ends. And that's card number 1. Look how cute that is. I just love all the colors. They're so bright and cheery. Okay, let me clear my counter and we'll move on to card number 2. Okay, for card number 2, we're using the Lemon Lime Twist card base. This time it's going to go this way. And the first thing we're going to do is add one of these lovely lipstick stickers. I'm going to add that about an inch or so from the edge. Next, we're going to bring in the little star image. Let me just wipe that clean. Now this is where, and let me straighten that out. This is going to take a little bit of time because you're actually using this to create a background on your banner. So I'm just going to stagger them. And don't worry about going over the edges, except for over here. I think what I'll do here is bring in a sticky Post-it note, just so I don't go over onto the other one. Okay. So we're just going to fill this up with little twinkle stars. And some of it's going to be covered with the black marquee anyway. So I'm just tap, tap twice and go. Tap, tap twice. So it really doesn't take that long, as you can see. Okay, now let me remove the Post-it note. So that worked really well. Now let's peel this off. And it's going to go a little bit more to the right. So just like that. Then we bring in the marquee, and again I'm going to, actually we'll add the balloons first in case the marquee goes over. So 2 balloons, 1 of each color, and they do overlap. Now we need the sentiment that says "You did it." I'm just going to add it to the same stamp block. And again, this is going to be a shorter version. And then you trim it on the end. The gold, or gold foil. Sometimes the middle of these pop off and sometimes they don't, but it really doesn't take long to pop them out. And I know you guys are anxious to see what else I've come up with projects. I always get a lot of rave reviews for my projects that I come up with. I'm so glad you guys follow me. Okay, where's my little sentiment? Right there. So I guess I'm not going to add stamping dimensionals to this one because this is sticky and it might end up folding over and sticking to the card. So I'm going to glue this one flat. And that goes right here. So let's add just regular snail on that. And that goes right over the banner. And then let's see, then we need to add some gold sequins. Now these already have adhesive on them. So I'm going to add one up here. And then Let's see, we'll do one right there in that blank spot and one right there. Now they did add some ribbon in the back of the marquee, but I didn't want mine to have ribbon. So all you would do is actually add the glue to the back and then just do some loops like that and keep looping it so they stick out from behind the marquee. I don't always like that look. I prefer it this way. So there's the two cards, just like the kit directions, except for the twine on this one. And now let me show you some that I've made, alternative designs that I've made with the kit contents. So my first alternative, I used the lemon lime twist card base. And I also used, I'll show you what I used as we go. I used one of the white banners, glued it at an angle. And then I took one of the red sticker sheets, sticker banners, and I cut the V with my scissors, glued that at an angle. And then pretty much the same as one of the other cards, I used the marquee without the pearls this time, the hooray. And I didn't put any other sentiment, I just put hooray. So this could actually be used for a birthday or any other type of celebration. But before I glued the marquee in place, I added the two balloons, glued the marquee in place with stamping dimensionals, and then added the gold sequins. So that's alternative number one. Alternative number two, I used the black striped card base. I cut one of these card bases, and let me get my ruler so I can measure for you. This was cut at 3 inches wide. So if you take one of these card bases, cut on the score line, and then cut 3 inches for the width, glue that in place. And my two little lovely lipstick trims on each end actually come from the sticker sheets. See, on the ends you have these leftover pieces. So I just took that, peeled it off, and then cut two pieces, one on top and one on the bottom. Layered that over the lemon lime twist. Then I took the marquee sign with the white. Now hopefully yours came with the white. If not, you'll have to do something different here than what I did, because I was able to stamp on mine. So I glued the cake first with stamping dimensionals, then I was able to stamp, add the pearls, the candle, and before I glued this layer on, I went around it twice with the twine and glued it on the back, and then glued the whole thing to the front. I hope you're enjoying my cards so far. I've got 3 more to show you. This next one uses a lovely lipstick cardstock, 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. Layer number 2 is Whisper White, 5 1/4 by 4. And what I did with this one is I stamped the cake image repeatedly with lemon lime twist ink. I started with this one because I knew I was going to cover it with a popped cake. So I stamped this one first, so underneath is lemon lime twist cake. And then I created my rose. I stamped an additional one with Memento black ink and colored it with my blends markers. And then I glued it in place over the original cake with stamping dimensionals. And I tucked one of the die cut balloons and then stamped the little twinkle image. Now for the bottom, after I glued the white to the cardstock base, for the bottom I cut one of the black striped card bases, 3/4 of an inch by 4, glued that in place. The green card base, I cut a little piece measuring 1/2 an inch by 4, glued that above the striped black piece. And then I used the little sticker sheet, again, the little piece left over to separate the two colors, some pearls, and then the sentiment. So this one was pretty easy. It looks complicated, but it's really not. And then I added some pearls up here too. My next one uses lemon lime twist cardstock. Same exact measurements, 11, 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. I added a piece of the envelope. See, with the design on the envelope, I made sure that I kept the design. I cut the envelope to measure 5 by 3 3/4, glued that in place. And then I used one of the red sticker die cuts. I glued a strip of white across that is 2 inches wide. And then I stamped the sentiment and I added the candles, glued those in place. Now for the little half circle up here, I used the 1-inch circle punch, but I just did a half a circle, added a little hole and added the twine. And to finish this off, I added some sequins and some stamped twinkles. So this one is kind of clean and simple, but it's really cute with all the candles in a row like that. Now for my last one. This is lemon lime twist again, but this time 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. I added another piece of the striped card base. This one measures 2 inches wide, so I glued that in place. Added the little strip from the die cut sheet again, so I didn't waste any pieces. And then the balloons are not from the kit. Remember that I told you I was going to show you the coordinating stamp set and dies. The dies are the Broadway lights, and the stamp set is Broadway birthday. So I went ahead and did the balloon strings. I stamped each one twice without re-inking, so you have the dark and light and the dark and light. So I glued all of those in place, glued down my gold hooray, and then added the stamped images and sentiment. So you'll see more cards using this. I've got my sample I've created for the Paper Pumpkin Facebook blog page. And I also, let me see, what else did I do? Oh, Facebook is having a live feed on June 26th. I don't know what time yet, so keep checking their Facebook page. They're going to have a live feed featuring some of us demonstrators with our 3D projects or card projects. And then, of course, for those of you that are subscribers, I have my monthly project that I create for the team that I belong to, and I send you all of the directions. So these are the 4 cards that I created so far, and you'll see at least 3 more. Oh, I should say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. And then, of course, the 2 that we created with the kit directions. So thanks so much for stopping in today. I hope you enjoyed my cards. I hope to see you subscribing through my Paper Pumpkin store. I would love to have you on my Paper Pumpkin team. Just remember, you need to subscribe by July 10th to receive the July kit. And I'll list the link to my Paper Pumpkin store at the end of my video. Thanks so much for stopping in, and I appreciate your thumbs up at the end of my video. See you later.